Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Well, I think my channel is legally an adult now, because I have done one of these before. Back in April of 2014, I made a video entitled 6 Things to Do While Waiting for Warlords of Draenor, back when my voice sounded like this. You can pour a lot of time into battle pets. Leveling, collecting, doing quests, getting into PvP pet battles. There's a lot of content there that a lot of players just ignore. Don't be one of them. Give it a shot, see if you like it. And this video is essentially going to be a copy of that one, because these tips are mostly unchanged. So, let's discuss what to do while waiting for Legion to launch. First of all, the most obvious one. Do stuff in World of Warcraft. Now is the perfect time to start working on all kinds of things. If you have the drive for it, level up some alts. You never know what class might interest you in the next expansion. Do some old achievements. There are plenty to get done, like Lore Master, world events like Children's Week, exploration, farming, all kinds of stuff. One suggestion I have here is to also run old raids. Cataclysm raids especially. They offer a pretty decent sum of gold if you don't want to play the auction house, or go deep into the garrison system. And let's be honest, most of us are likely pretty tired of garrisons. So it's nice to earn gold in a different way. Just run the raids and loot everything, then sell them all to a vendor. Not a bad way to make money. If you're not a raider, consider trying out some normal mode Hellfire Citadel runs. There are loads going on right now, and who knows, you might like it. If you want to earn some prestige and bonus points before Legion launches, try beating Archimonde on Heroic mode, or, if you're really into it, Mythic mode. Getting in ahead of the curve or cutting edge achievement is great for demonstrating to others that you know what you're doing. It's a very good means to tell a pickup group leader, for instance, that you're a good player. Also, try completing the challenge modes for the transmog weapons. Get into battle pets. If you're mostly a raider, try out some PvP. I know, right? Just try the game out. Don't sit there and do the same old tired rotation of managing your garrison and one or two other activities. Break the mold and try some stuff. That's going to be basically the theme of this whole video. Secondly, play with your community and your friends. If you have a guild that does stuff, consider playing games with them. Free games are especially great for this. But if you want to keep it within Blizzard, then I would definitely suggest trying some Heroes of the Storm with friends, some in-guild Hearthstone tournaments, and even some paid games. Let's be honest, I'm talking about Overwatch here. Playing that game with friends and guildmates is a huge amount of fun, and I would heartily recommend it.
What's up, Shuggy?
Come on, Arky, you want to do it?
No! I got baited!
Thirdly, try some other MMOs. It's not a sin if you play other games. World of Warcraft isn't going to get envious of other MMOs if you try them out. There are all sorts of MMOs out there, a lot of which are free to play, but my suggestion wholeheartedly is Guild Wars 2. This game has always been my second MMO, the one that I play when I want something different. It handles questing, combat, grouping, gathering, and exploration in masterful ways. And the only reason I don't play it above World of Warcraft is A, because of the community that I've been a part of in World of Warcraft, and B, because Guild Wars 2 doesn't have a traditional end game, instead treating every second of the game from the moment you create your character as the end game. If you haven't played Guild Wars 2, it's an awesome exploratory experience. The best part is that with its new expansion, the base game, with hundreds of hours of exploration and fighting and story, is completely free to play, so there is pretty much no reason to not try it out. If you do buy the Heart of Thorns expansion, which is a typically priced AAA game, you'll get access to plenty of new content as well, and there is no subscription fee. Although there is a real money shop that sells cosmetics, but not power. Fourthly, don't be afraid of taking a break from World of Warcraft. Let's be honest, a lot of us are sort of taking a break already, mostly logging on only to manage our garrisons and do one or two other activities, like raiding. It's okay to just not play for a while. It doesn't mean you don't love the game or the community. Sure, if you're part of a raid team, you have an obligation to the other players and their time, yes, but not to the game itself. Remember, you're playing to have fun, and it's perfectly fine to take a break until the new stuff comes along, so it's not a big deal. If you decide to keep playing, that's great, but there shouldn't be any judgment about what games you decide to keep yourself entertained with. And that brings me to my fifth point, play some single-player games. Seriously, there are some incredible single-player experiences out there that will keep you busy for a long time, and some great value-for-money propositions as well. Here are a few suggestions of mine. The Witcher 3, Fallout 4, the StarCraft 2 campaigns, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Pillars of Eternity, the Mass Effect trilogy, the Dragon Age trilogy, the Batman Arkham series of games, although avoid Arkham Knight on PC since it's not well optimized at all. Borderlands and Borderlands 2, those are especially great with other people. Doom, which will be releasing pretty soon if you want some ultra-violence. Darksiders and Darksiders 2, Deus Ex Human Revolution, DMC Devil May Cry, including some of the older Devil May Cry games as well. I think 3 is the best in my opinion. Dishonored, which is amazing. Skyrim, duh. Endless Legend, Mark of the Ninja, which is a nice little indie game. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid 5, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, Oddworld New and Tasty, which is actually quite new. It's a remake, which is awesome. Ori and the Blind Forest, which is beautiful. Prison Architect, Portal and Portal 2, which are classics by this point. Civilization 5 and its DLC, because who needs sleep? Super Meat Boy, Bastion, Transistor, Trine, Trine 2, The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead Season 2 if you want to cry. The Warhammer 40k Dawn of War series up to and including Dark Crusade. I'm so damn excited about Dawn of War 3. Warhammer End Times Vermintide if you want a bit of a Left 4 Dead 2 spin-off. XCOM Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within if you want to just fail at gaming. And XCOM 2. There are a ton of great single-player games out there, and all of these have my recommendation. A lot of them are pretty cheap as well. So, you get my point. There's a lot to do. Don't just sit around suffering and then pretend that you don't have anyone other than yourself to blame because one game isn't keeping you entertained for years on end. As a gamer, you have a lot of things available to you, so get off your ass and enjoy them. If you have any suggestions for things to do until Legion, let others know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments or suggestions, including what sorts of videos you'd like to see up to and after Legion's launch, then you can contact me using the links in the description, or you can just leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in the world of Warcraft. Yeah! Or others. You know, maybe Tamriel, maybe the whole galaxy if you're playing Mass Effect. What else? I don't know. Bye! I'm so bad at this game!